All right. I want to thank you on behalf of Travis.
Tell the kids in the pool.
Well, but I want to thank you all for coming today as we wrap up the 2020 season. It's certainly been uncharacteristic. A lot of strange things happened this season, from COVID, obviously, which we're still dealing with, to terrible umpires and interesting plays on the field that we never would have thought would have caused problems. To what an incredible season-ending game that we had, and beating a rival 3 times. But not just beating them, but really truly coming back and beating them the way that we did. So I want to thank you. I'm not a big speech guy unless I'm prepared. So, and as your kids have told you, I'm not like the best motivational person. When it comes to our little group sessions, that's probably Travis or Adam do a better job with that. But I care deeply about all of your boys, more than I probably should. But you know, it's something that I'm passionate about, and I want them to be successful beyond baseball, but in life as well. This has been the best experience for me as a coach I've ever had, and it's part of it is because of your athletes, but I think the biggest impact that made it great for me was because of you, as the parents. Without you supporting your athlete, without you supporting our philosophy as a program, without you supporting me and the expectations that I put out for these boys, this would not have been as successful team as it was. Okay? So, parents, I want to give you a round of applause for everything that you've done. And you guys deserve it. Travis and Adam, would you like to add anything?
I got a lot to say after this, so we'll just...
Okay. So, one of the things that we wanted to do was provide the boys with an individual award for their contributions to this team. Okay, this is a team that I will always remember as one of the most memorable teams I've ever been on, whether it's as an athlete or as a coach. Some of the characters that are on this team, and just the games that we played throughout the season. So, without further ado, Adam, go ahead.
Travis, and you start where we want to go.
Yeah, so we came up with these awards. Each one is unique to you guys, just as you put in a unique contribution to the team. So when we read them off, you guys come up, get some pictures if you guys want to get your camera out, and we'll talk about what each award means and why you earned it, and we'll go from there. Okay. Oh, you guys, I need to see this. All right, so the first one, the Dan Gaynor Award. This one is for Aiden, and you know, he didn't get a chance to do as much as he wanted to do this year, right? And so he spent the whole year, instead of sulking and sitting on the couch and playing Fortnite and doing all the things Dan Gaynor would have disapproved of, he stuck by his teammates. He led warm-ups. He, you know, busted his butt to get everybody out there, get them done in 15 minutes, which I can't tell you how many times Coach Dan here was so proud of the fact that, wow, we got done in 15 minutes. So, you know, it's the Teammate Award. It's the NBA has the Twyman Stokes Teammate Award. This is the Dan Gaynor Teammate Award for what he did for our team and all the contributions he did as a great teammate when he could have really just sulked and been upset.
No, it's for him.
So, round of applause for Aiden. Come on up, kid.
Woo!
There you go. There's that. Elbows. And then there's an award that you can put on your desk. Coach Dan took care of these awards. You should hold this up and show your parents.
And there's a little baseball card. We made a little baseball card with you.
Oh, that's so cool. Thank you.
Good job. So, the Dan Gaynor Award, I don't even know if you knew that was coming, but
well, I get by wind of texting or reading my emails 4 or 5 days late. I didn't find out about it, but just mentioning what Dan had started with. The wonderful thing about baseball is everybody thinks they know something about it, The bad thing about baseball is everybody thinks they know something about it. Okay, so what happens is when you get your children, you get your boys or your daughters or whatever involved in a program where there's learning taking place, and if you buy into the program, your sons can't help but excel. And the compliment I paid to Dan and his staff when they had their tryouts is it was obvious that all the boys who had gone through the Bandits program mechanically and emotionally were much far above the kids who were coming in to try out. Their throwing was mediocre to poor, their catching was not very good, their body position was not very good. So bottom line is you have your kids in a really great program with some really wonderful people, and I hope that where you live allows you to stay with these guys for a couple more years. So, yeah, it's been a pleasure working with you guys.
Thank you, Dan. Here's our next one.
All right. So,
Oh wait, just one more thing.
yes.
I apologize that I'm probably going to be sneaking out of here within a couple minutes.
Okay.
But I've got a family function starting at 3:30, so I got some grandkids coming over, and so if you don't see me, it's not because I'm trying to avoid you. It's just,
I wouldn't blame you.
you know how it goes, right? You got nothing for 5 months, and then the day I get the invite, you got 2 other invitations. So, okay.
All right.
Good
Yeah.
seeing you.
Just sneak out. Don't worry about it. All right.
We'll stalk you
So
down.
this one is for Josh Ducky Westrick. All right. We got nicknames are on the card too. Okay? So this one is the comeback player of the year. Couple reasons, right? You know, he didn't play baseball last year, so coming back to the Bandits with a year off is hard. You all know how hard it was to go to your first practice after being off of it for 2 weeks. So imagine being out for a year and then coming back and starting off and having to relearn things, right? And one of the things that he did, especially over the course of the season that we saw him do, is try to kind of get into his head. Come on up, Duck. You don't have to stand there. Come on up my ass. So we tried to get into his head, you know, pull your glove in, run after the ball, you know, don't backpedal, turn your body, all these technical fundamental things. And he started to do them as the season went on, to the point where we didn't even have to tell him anymore. And he's doing the glove tuck, and he's, you know, and he's got a smile on his face. He's trying to break my toes with a rock at the last practice. First time he ever spoke words to me all season, right? So, you know, it's really good to see how far you've come. And we're glad to have you. And nice job on the comeback player of the year.
Yeah, Josh, I appreciate everything you've done. He's been a great asset to the team. Coming back, you know, being gone last year was tough. I know there was a lot of changes going on in your world. Yep. And for it to not affect you playing this year, and in fact making you a stronger athlete was really important. So I'm really proud of you. Congratulations on being our comeback player of the year.
Yep. Okay. All right, so this one goes to Austin, who had a couple of nicknames: Double A, Energizer, Railback. I don't know. We called him a bunch of things, but a lot of times we just settled on Double A. So Austin, we are not. If Chase tells you somebody's nickname, you ignore it. Get it out of your brain because it's terrible. All right, so this award is to Austin Arnold for the best free agent signing of the year. Right? So there you go. Austin played with the Bandits for a couple of years, took a little vacation, and then came back to us. And I can't tell you how big of an impact he made, both as a teammate and as a baseball player to our team. You know, really solidifying that leadoff spot, knocking the ball all over the place, playing great defense, pitching when we needed him to, right? So all the things that you did coming back to the Bandits, it's like you never left. It feels like you were never gone, and we're so happy to have you back, and we're happy to have you back for another year. So, yeah. Congratulations. Glad you're here. Great year. All right, that's it. You're welcome.
You know where you live now. You know where.
All right, what's the next one?
We've got, all right. So this one goes to, you know, just one of my favorite children, friends of Colton that I've been around for a long time. This one's to Chase, all right? So Chase cracks me up. I mean, he cracks everyone up. He's personable. He's making buddies with the umpires. He's, you know, running around making jokes. Usually when Coach and I are trying to talk, you know, at the end of the game, Chrysler's talking, Chase and Colt are over in the corner dicking around, right? So it's, but we still love him, right? Chase is, one of the things that he does besides all the comic relief is, come on up, Chase, is we call it the Ultimate Warrior Award. And I've seen Chase do this for years. He's a catcher. The catcher is one of the hardest positions to play in baseball. It's hard on your knees, it's hard on your back, it's hard to hear your dad tell you to do different things every game. Move up, move back, move left, Chase down, up. And Chase handles it great. Sweaty tournaments with not really a backup.
Last year.
All these things that he has done, and all the hours he put in, busted thumb, playing behind the dish without real, just shakes it off, he gets up, we see him, are you okay, are you okay? And he goes, I'm good, and you know he's not, but he wants to do this for his team. So the Ultimate Warrior Award goes to Chase Fresky. Your effort is not unnoticed.
Good job. Aiden, you want to set those down? Aiden?
All right. So this one goes to Carson Pants, Easy Button. What else do we call him? Come on up here, Carson. This is the Bryce Harper Award, okay? Bryce Harper, if you don't know enough about Bryce Harper, he is a Major League Baseball player, came up to the Major Leagues really fast. I mean, he was 19 when he hit the big leagues. So he was ready to make an impact on a team as a really young guy, as a guy who came up in the middle of the season and started hitting the ball well and being one of those face of the league type players. Carson didn't take long to do the same thing, right? He came to our team middle of the season looking for better baseball, was ready to take a year off for himself, and all of a sudden he comes out and his bat started getting hot and he started stealing bases and catching balls in the outfield and doing all the things that we asked him to do. Again, another one without ever saying a word the entire season, really, I don't think. So we'd love to hear some of you guys talk every now and then. But the Bryce Harper Award goes to, what is it?
Easy.
That was easy.
That was easy. All right. You messed up my joke, man. All right. But Carson, nice job. Thanks for coming on too, buddy.
We still have the bunny pants going.
Okay.
Magic Bunny Pants.
So this award is for Danny Kreitzer. Come on up, Danny. So, you take a look at Danny and you think to yourself, what do you think his natural body size tells you about what kind of a baseball player he'd be, right? The last thing you think of is the best fielder on the team, right? Not the fastest kid, but he took so many balls away from the other team, and there's no other award I can think of that better suits Danny than the Gold Glove Award. He was doing it again in practice the other day. He's making these backwards things that sometimes I almost think he's doing just to show off now because he's so good at it, right? But it's been an incredible experience to watch you field the ball. I can only wish that my own son would watch what you do and be able to learn to do some of the things you do. That's not a knock on you, Cole. I'm just saying, watch what Danny does. He is the example of what a good fielder is, right? And the rest of the team has a lot to learn from Danny. So congratulations on being the Gold Glove winner, Danny.
I just want to say for Danny real quick too, again, his size, you would think, typically someone like that might go to second base, right? But I trusted really nobody else last year, and really no one else this year other than Danny Kreitzer at third base. And to see you grow over the last 2 years has been incredible. So keep it up, all right?
Keep growing.
Keep growing.
Yeah, keep going. But don't ever let anybody tell you that size on a baseball field matters, because it really doesn't seem like it does to you, Danny. So nice job. All right, next one goes to Joe Time. Where's Joe Time? Come on up.
Woo!
All right, so another kid on the team who, you look at Joseph, you have high hopes for him. He's electric. He's got a rocket arm. He's got all these really good skills that we saw on our tryout. And we're like, we don't even need to wait. Like, you're on our team, right? And then, unfortunately, hurt his arm and wasn't able to contribute in the way that he wanted to. But I think he, learned some things about when we'll work on how we throw, and we'll work on the things that we need to change to get better. But man, you got a chance to play at the end of the year, and it was great. So unfortunately, we didn't get to see as much of you as we wanted to. So
We will.
We will. We will. So
We're ready for this year. 2021. Here it comes.
in baseball, when you have a guy that you have high hopes for, but you haven't seen him do much at the major league level yet, we call it a prospect, right? So Joseph is our prospect of the year. We have high hopes for him. We can't wait to see what he can do next year. Don't hurt your arms. Stay off of motorcycles, whatever else you guys are doing. Stay away from anything sharp.
No
whatever.
trampolines.
You know, fire. Stay away from fire. Right? So, congratulations, Joe. Okay, so this one, where's Cam? Come on up, Cam. So, yeah, no kidding. It doesn't look like you're sad. All right. So Cam,
Stand right in front of Dan. He'll be as tall as him.
Cam wins the We Energies Power Award this year.
Not sponsored by you.
Sponsored by We Energies.
Yeah, we call it.
Unofficially sponsored by We Energies. The fun thing about this award is that, you know, we saw some great things in tryouts and we saw some great things in the off season. And then Cam comes in the beginning of the year and, you know, he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn and our scrimmage, he was struggling, and we're like, what's going on? We've seen him crush the ball, right? And over the weekend, coach goes, Cam, you need a new bat. Okay? Goes and gets a new bat, and I don't think he ever missed the rest of the year, right? Power is not just a thing to be like to brag about. Cam has a beautiful swing and so much power in his swing that, and he's so humble about it. He doesn't walk around acting like a jag. He can drive the ball through the fence at our home field on a line drive.
You can brag about
Ridiculous.
that.
You can brag about that.
You can definitely hit home.
Make sure to tell the girls.
He hit the top of the fence at Vernon.
On a line drive.
On a line drive. It was incredible.
It may be the longest that I've ever seen a young child get, right? I mean, it's
At Vernon. Yeah.
so.
Young.
I think you're right.
He's really 16.
When I
Don't tell anyone.
I'm gonna have Cam buy me a 6-pack of beer. So Cam's got a bright future with the Bandits, with baseball. Congratulations, Cam. And, one of the best players in the team. Nice job. All right. Get all the fun here. So this one goes to Colton.
Yeah, Colton!
Come on up, Colton.
Train.
So, Colton's been with the Bandits for a long time. He's seen his share of ups and downs and, you know, struggles with hitting and then going on a streak where he can't miss the ball. And, you know, he's had a lot of contributions to the Bandits, but one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time was that last game against a rival team who, you know, started out as a rival, and as the game went on, I really just wanted to murder the crap. Baseball-wise. So to see him come into a game, Colton sometimes will miss a ball, strike out, and then take himself out of the game. And it's something Coach and I and Kreitzer have been working on since he's been 6. So to see him go in, struggle the first part of the game, and then strike up the side, including the guy who hit 2 home runs that previous day, and he made him look like a fool. So that moment gave us chills. Dan and I looked at each other and started screaming. It was the greatest moment in the world. So Colton, you win the Shining Moment of the Year award.
Just to add on to that, coming from somebody who pitched, I went up to Colton that last game, quick ran out to him and said, Colton, do not throw this kid anything but off speed, right? And Colton and Chase made sure that kid didn't have a chance to hit the ball. He threw 3 phenomenal off-speed pitches to get us out of there.
I think there was one that should have been called a
To end the game.
Yeah.
End the game. It was just
Yeah, there was one that should have been called a strike, but it's called a trash.
Yeah, you know that.
I mean,
Okay.
why would we have
So,
that umpire? Who didn't
These
even let
next
him
3,
even
someone record this so we can. I wanna send these to the people that aren't here, but we're gonna do this like they're here. So, first one goes to Evan Brown, the honorary Bandit award.
Evan!
So, I mean, it's obvious to know what Evan provides to the Bandits. Great pitcher, great hitter. Those things are great, and we love that, and they certainly help us win games and be better teammates because the kids look up to him and they see what he can do. The other thing with Evan is that he exemplifies what Bandits preach. Dan has cultivated this culture of be mentally tough, you know, be a good teammate, hustle. You look at Evan, and that's what he does. He embodies it. So he's definitely an honorary Bandit. He's earned every minute of playing time with us. And if you're listening, we'd love to have you next year.
Yes, and, Chase and Evan have been playing baseball together since they were little. Chase played with Evan on Eric's team. Eric is his dad. And so I've known the Browns for a long time. And for Evan brings humble confidence to the team. And that's what I want for all of us, is to be humble, be confident, know what you're going to do when it comes to baseball. I have all the faith in you. Success leaves clues, right? He left us a lot of clues, right? He's successful. We can have that same success as athletes as well. So thank you, Evan.
Thank you, Evan. Okay. All right, the next one, the Magic Man, Hottie.
Woo!
So, Hottie is a really interesting story. He came to us with literally no baseball experience.
Zero.
No rec ball. I mean, you know, nothing. So, to see him come in and throw himself